Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and chat video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these and I just kind of wanted to catch you up on some things that are going on in my life. I'm also trying to pre-film a good amount of videos because we are leaving for an international trip in about a week now. I'm not going to tell you where because it'll be a surprise when the vlogs come out. I believe they'll come out in like 2 weeks after I post this video. But I'm just going with Damick and then our friend Jack and his girlfriend Pia, who actually lives in Germany, but she's going to meet us there. Okay, sorry about that. I actually just realized that I didn't have any more foundation, but I found some. My skin has actually been kind of picky about what foundation it accepts. I don't really know why, because usually most work just fine for me, but I don't know, it might just be time to try something new. Anyway, so yeah, we're going on this trip and Jack is actually going to be taking our engagement photos, the ones that we're going to use for our save the date. Thought it was just like a good opportunity to get some really cool photos for that. We're literally going to like hike up a mountain and then change into like nicer clothes on the mountain so that we can take pictures. We are going to be gone for about 2 weeks and like 13 days. And I planned this trip quite a while ago, like before I accepted my current job. I actually don't have any vacation, so I'm taking all unpaid time, which is kind of a bummer, but I guess like my perspective on it is I just like have to live my life, and if that means that I have to live more frugally these past, or I guess like this month and the next month to regain that money that I'm like taking out of savings, that's what I have to do. However, I also had a pretty big cost come up recently because I actually bought my wedding dress. I went wedding dress shopping a few weekends ago. Well, actually it was last weekend, but when this video comes out, it was a few weekends ago. And I've always been a pretty decisive person when it comes to clothes. Like I've always gone in with an idea of what I wanted. And as far as my wedding dress, I've pretty much known what I wanted it to look like since I was younger. However, that being said, I know like a lot of my friends went in with specific ideas in their heads and then they tried other dresses and it ended up changing their mind. So I did try like a variety of different dresses, but like it was in my head what I wanted. And it was actually the first and the second dresses that I tried on. And these are the ones, so when you go in for the appointment, or before you go in, they have you look on their website and see all of the styles that they currently have in stock, and then you pick out ones that you like and put it into your lookbook is what they call it. And so these were like the top 2 dresses that I liked the most that I had put in my lookbook. And so I tried my top one on first and it was fine, but the only thing is that it didn't fit me. Like it was so big for me, and they do like pin it and stuff so you get like a better idea, but it still just looked so big, and I was really having trouble picturing what it would look like not like that. Then when they put me in the second one, I liked it, but I was like, I think I still like the first one more. And it was actually kind of funny because I was there with my mom and then my 2 sisters and my future mother-in-law. And they all but like my oldest sister Holly liked the first one that I tried on the best, but Holly really liked the second one, and she was like the only one who very much favored that one over the first one. This is what I get. I powder all over my shirt now. This is exactly why I do my makeup in my pajamas usually, but I was trying to get ready for this video. Anyway, after that I tried on quite a few styles of dresses, and the lady told me to have like a top 3 in my room at all time, that I shouldn't have more than 3, and if I can, narrow it down to 2. I did find one other dress that is kind of one of those things where the dress I felt like did look good on me, but for some reason I just didn't feel it. It was a little just, I don't know, like not exactly my style or what I was looking for. But even so, I kept those like 3 top dresses in my room. We're getting down to the end of the appointment. I think that my like attendant helper lady was starting to realize that I was pretty set on the style that I wanted going in. She had me kind of narrow down, okay, what are your top 2, which still ended up being, you know, the first one I tried on and the second one I tried on. She put me back in the first one, and it was okay. I also did things like walk around, walk down the stairs, I danced in it. Because that was important to me, that I would be able to dance in it. And I was still kind of feeling like that was the one, but what was kind of sad is I genuinely expected to kind of go in there and try on that dress, or at least a dress, and be like, yep, that, like have kind of like that moment where you just feel this is the dress. And I hadn't had that moment. And I just kind of was like, you know, maybe I won't, like, especially because none of the dresses completely fit me properly, so they all looked a little weird and there were clips and pins in me. But then when I tried on the second dress again, as she was like pinning it up and I was looking at myself, really looking at myself in the dress, I started to have this feeling of like, I think I like this dress maybe better now. I went out, I was dancing, my sister took like a video of me dancing in the dress, but I still wasn't completely sure. Both my mom and my future mother-in-law were still set on that first one, but this is like the point where my sister Jamie also started to come over to that one. So now I wasn't sure, like my family was split, and I knew I didn't have to pick a dress that day, but I genuinely felt like it is one of these 2 dresses. Like there isn't something that I could find that would be better than these dresses. And so the attendant lady was like, okay, let's do it one more time. You can try them on one more time. So then I put the first one on again, and I was just so torn. My sister Holly made like a comment to me about like, Danae, is the reason that you're so, you know, hesitant is because this is the dress you've been talking about since like November. And I really started thinking about that, and I was like, honestly, maybe. And as I was standing there, like looking in the mirror, I started thinking, okay, if I buy this dress and I go home tonight, am I going to have thoughts of, did I make the right decision? Should I have gotten the other one? And so I asked to put on the second one more time, and this time she had me do full on like veil, and they have these like fake little flowers that you can hold to really, you know, see what it would look like. And I came out and I looked in the mirror and I looked at like pictures of the dresses kind of compared and videos compared, and I just kind of said, you know, I think that this one feels more me. And all of a sudden I just like looking in the mirror started crying, and I was like, yeah, I think this is the one. And then as soon as I started crying, everyone started crying, including my mom. And that was kind of a big thing for me because I thought that my mom would cry when she, honestly, like when she saw me in a wedding dress for the first time, but she didn't. I mean, I wanted her to like happy cry, and I don't know, I thought that that would also send to me of like which dress was like the one. But yeah, so everyone started crying, and like happy tears, obviously. And I called Tori, my maid of honor, and just, it was just such a good moment. And honestly, it was just so crazy to me that I still had that moment after I tried the dress on like, what, 4 times, I think? Because I genuinely, that time felt like I wasn't going to have it. I do still now like feel very good about my decision. I think part of it too is like the other one was just so big that I couldn't picture myself in it. I do feel like this one just suits me a lot better, and like I said, just feels very me. But yeah, this was a super exciting moment. However, I did have to pay for it that day. So that did take a large chunk out of my savings, and now I'm going on this trip, taking unpaid vacation. So we have such a busy few months, you know, because I have to work this weekend, and then we're leaving for the trip for 2 weeks. Then it's Mother's Day weekend. Then we have a wedding that we're in the following weekend. It's also David's birthday that weekend, but since we have the wedding, we're gonna celebrate it the next weekend. So that's Memorial Day. And then in June, I already have like half the month of June booked up. With my job, because there's events and trainings and such, I do work probably like one Saturday or Sunday a month. And if it's a Saturday, it does kind of take up the majority of that weekend. I do get a day off usually the following week because I, you know, worked, but I feel like that just like is a whole weekend of, okay, staying in Chicago. Sometimes Dave are gonna do something small, but it's not like we can go anywhere or have, you know, people come visit. I mean, we could, but I'm not gonna be here. I do like being busy though, especially in the summer, because I want to like get outside, and most of the work that I do in the summer is like outdoor activities, so that's good. We also have another wedding then in June, and it's like Father's Day weekend, and I work 2 weekends in June, and I expect the rest of the summer to fill up very quickly. David and I also have to work on figuring out like our save the dates once we get our photos. Our wedding is in August of next year, so we definitely still have time. We'll probably send out save the dates in like September, but my whole job is like coordinating this camp that is in September. It's like the weekend, it's always the weekend after Labor Day, so I will be super busy in the month of August. So I would love to at least get all the save the dates, start, you know, addressing them, figuring that out prior to September. We also have not figured out photographer, videographer, DJ, you know, just pretty much most of the vendors we haven't quite narrowed down, which I know is like probably fine because we still have a good amount of time, but I've just heard that if you want to be more, you know, picky choosy about those things, that the earlier the better. And I've been struggling a little bit specifically with a videographer to find, because I have a very certain style that I want. I want it to be like slow and emotional and like, at least for the getting ready vows part of it. And every portfolio that we've seen so far, the videos are just very fast paced and like cut. And people keep saying like, oh, well, I'm sure that they'll, you know, work with you on like what your style is, and like maybe they will, but it's just hard for me to choose them based on the idea that like, oh, they might not like do it this way. That might just like be their style, and that's fine because that seems like what is super popular since everyone's videos are like that. And I'm fine with that for the, you know, reception dance part of it where it's supposed to be upbeat and fun. But I want to watch the beginning of my wedding video and like cry, not feel like I'm watching the trailer to like a rom-com. But yeah, those are some of the things that I am getting up to in the next few weeks or months, I suppose. And because I'm going to be really busy, that is why I'm pre-filming so many videos. I've literally just been editing videos for like a week straight every night after work, and I still have like 3 more to edit because I have to get them posted. I try to post every Wednesday, you know, and I want to get them posted before I leave for the trip. It's just been a little chaotic. That is all for this video. I am all ready for the day now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And please hit that subscribe button below to see some of those future videos and vlogs about our upcoming trip. I also might start posting more wedding content once we get deeper into it. We haven't done a whole lot up till this point. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.